This is the DEFCON warning system. Alert status for 7 p.m., Monday, November 1st, 2010. Condition green, DEFCON 5. Condition green, DEFCON 5. Condition green, DEFCON 5. There are currently no imminent nuclear threats against the United States at this time. The world is paying special attention to the elections in the United States, which will likely end up crippling the government, as the opposition party takes over at least one house of Congress. President Obama has already stated that he will not compromise with Republicans, which will mean that very little will get done in the next 2 years until the next major election in 2012. While a Congress that is more friendly to defense and U.S. allies may have the possibility of strengthening the United States, ultimately both defense and foreign policy are directed by the president, who remains weak or openly hostile on both subjects. Evidence of aging infrastructure: the United States lost communication with a number of nuclear missiles for a short time. While command and control of the missiles was not compromised, this has not been the first time this has occurred. However, this was the first time communication was lost with so large a number of missiles. Iran has claimed to have doubled the amount of enriched uranium it has on stockpile, though it continues to deny that it is making any efforts to weaponize the material. This may or may not be true, as the country has been crippled by the cyber attack from several weeks ago, which some claim to be Israeli in origin, though evidence for such claim only include a digital signature that contains Hebrew words. Such attacks have not stopped Iran from destabilizing Lebanon, where a new civil war threatens in the next couple weeks, pitting the government against Iran-backed fighters, though attacks against Iran continue, the latest destroying a missile base. Israel will be purchasing advanced F-35 fighters from the United States, but the U.S. extracted an agreement in return for further moratoriums on construction in Arab-occupied lands. Further, some reports indicate that the United States is waiting until after the November elections to press Israel to concede to a Palestinian state, already backing one statehood declaration of Palestine. The U.S. has already dropped opposition to Palestine leader Abbas' desire to unite with Hamas in Gaza. Additional events in the Middle East include Pakistan's Qashm third reactor ready to increase output of weapons-grade plutonium and Israel's confusing agreement to sell to Russia unmanned spy satellites. Russia, meanwhile, has agreed to build a nuclear plant in Venezuela, a country rich in natural resources. The most disturbing information coming out of the region, however, is that Middle Eastern entities are now beginning to work with terrorist groups in Ireland, assisting in coordinating more sophisticated attacks. In the Far East, China has set the stage for future conflict by claiming the entire South China Sea as part of China and has started flying its fighters in an aggressive manner in that region to reinforce the claim. Additionally, China has tested a missile which some speculate is designed to use against U.S. warships and has begun military exercises with Turkey, a current but weakening NATO ally. Japan, attempting to counter threats from region neighbors, successfully tested an anti-ballistic missile system, in cooperation with the United States. The DEFCON warning system is a private enterprise which monitors world events and assesses nuclear threats against the United States by national entities. It does not evaluate individual terrorist threats and does not report on them, except in cases of hard intelligence. The public should make their own evaluations and not rely on the DEFCON warning system for any strategic planning. At all times, citizens are urged to learn what steps to take in the event of a nuclear attack. If this had been an actual attack, the DEFCON warning system will give radiation readings for areas that are reported to it. Your readings will vary. This system serves the Kittle Falls area of northeast Washington. Official news sources will have radiation readings for your area. For immediate updates, go to www.defconwarningsystem.com. Breaking news and important information can be found on the DEFCON warning system message board. You may also subscribe to the YouTube channel DEFCON Warning System, however YouTube updates may be delayed by several hours due to server load. The next scheduled update is 7 p.m. Pacific Time, December 1st, 2010. Additional updates will be made as the situation warrants, with more frequent updates at higher alert levels. This concludes this broadcast of the DEFCON Warning System.